Assalamu alaikum. Today we're having lockdown quarantine dinner with stuff that you can find in your cupboards, hopefully. It's going to be very simple. I have my baked beans here. I have red kidney beans. And I have light meat tuna. This is 400 grams, 400 grams, 200 grams tuna. I'm going to add a quarter of this chicken stock. Just a very small little bit of the chicken stock, a quarter of it. Depending on the salt, so I'm going to taste it first. If I feel like it needs a bit of salt, I add the chicken stock for salt or flavor. If it doesn't need it, I won't be adding it. Okay, my pan is ready and on the stove at medium-high heat. I'm just going to put all of the stuff in there. I'm going to put first the beans, all of the beans and all of the red kidney beans. So I've got this on high heat. I've put in the beans and the kidney beans. If you want to be more Somali and fancy, you could fry up 1 onion, 1 green pepper and 2 medium-sized tomatoes. You can chop them all up and fry them in 1 tablespoon of olive oil if you wish to make it more fancy, but I prefer this. I prefer it this simple like this. So I just put in the beans, the 2 beans, the red kidney beans and the baked beans in here, and I put in a quarter cup of water. I'm just going to heat this up, and after a while I'm going to add in the tuna. But as I said, you can make it more fancy or more Somali. Actually, most Somali people there would chop up some onions, some green peppers and some tomatoes, like I said, in a little bit of olive oil, and fry those 3 things together before adding in the beans. You can fry it together for 3-4 minutes. You fry the onions, tomatoes and green peppers, but I prefer it plain like this, to be honest. So this is how I make it. Sometimes I do add the onions and peppers and tomatoes if I feel like it, but usually I just make it this way, simpler. And when this heats up a bit, I'm going to add in the tuna, the canned tuna. Okay. As you can see, it's bubbling up nicely, and I just put in the canned tuna. I removed the canned tuna I have. It had sunflower oil in it, but I removed most of the sunflower oil, but I left a little bit of sunflower oil just so it has a little bit of flavor. So this had sunflower oil in it, so I left a little bit of the sunflower oil, but I drained most of the oil out. I left just a little bit. So I'm just going to mix this together and let it bubble up like this for about 3-4 minutes until it gets thicker, and then it'll be ready to go. Very simple. And I've decided not to add in the chicken stock because I'm trying to reduce my salt intake, because the chicken stock is a bit salty. So I decided it's not necessary, but if you want, you can add in a quarter, just a small bit of the chicken stock cube that I showed you at the beginning. So this, I'm just going to mix around, let it bubble up like this for a little while. I'll show you when it's ready. Okay, it's been 2-3 minutes. It's almost ready. I tasted the salt. It's got more than enough salt in it, so I'm not adding any stock. Some Somali people, usually Somalis, they don't add kidney beans. Some people do, some people don't. But this is how I like it. The kidney beans are optional. You can just have the tuna and the beans together if you like. And I told you can add onions, green peppers, tomatoes. If you wish, you can fry those 3 things together before adding in the beans. But I like it plain like this, and it's almost ready. I just want it to get a little bit thicker, and it'll be ready in 2-3 minutes. This is a very quick, nutritional meal. Lots of protein, lots of fiber. You can find most of these ingredients in your store cupboard. Something to have while you're on lockdown or quarantine. All these ingredients can stay in your cupboard for a long time. And it's a nice, quick, easy meal. Literally, it will take you about 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes altogether. So I'll come back when this is done This is almost done. I just wanted to get a little bit thicker. I'll show you the final product. Okay, it's ready now. You see it's bubbling very nicely. I've just had this on high heat, so I'll be out of the kitchen in less than 10 minutes, hopefully. Most people, they like it a little bit running like this with a little bit of liquid. So it's more or less ready now. If you like a bit thicker, you can just leave it on the hob longer, but this is 100% ready now. It's all very well mixed in together. The beans and the tuna. It's very simple and very delicious. You can have it with Somali pancake, injera. You can have it with toast, with any kind of bread, naan, pita bread, anything you want really. You can have it with any kind of, you can even eat by itself if you're on a low carb diet. If you want to be fancy and trying to gain weight, you can add in a bit of cheddar cheese, some grated cheddar cheese, like 50 grams, 50 to 100 grams of grated cheddar cheese if you wish. But I'm going to have it just like this. I don't keep cheese. I'm trying not to keep cheese in the house because I do love cheese and it's not good for you. So I'm not having any cheese. But right at this moment, you can just melt in the grated cheddar cheese if you wish. It'll give it an extra nice flavor and taste. But I don't have any cheese. I'm trying to avoid it. So this is 100% ready. I'm going to turn it off. So this is your final product. I think it looks quite nice. And it's 100% ready now. I'm going to turn it off and eat it. As I said, you can eat it by itself with any kind of bread. Somali, ancella, lahar, anything you wish. So this is 100% ready. I'm going to turn it off. There you see the final product. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.